Nobody is here. Nobody is here.
They're not expecting you to be on till 7:30, I'm guessing. So I'm just going to move this
early.
I'm just going to move this over here.
Oh, I'm gonna dust this desk. It's disgusting. You see all that dust? It needs to be dusted. All your coffee stains, honey.
Sorry. I'm just going to take this over here. Tammy's on.
Hey, Tammy, what's happening, Mama? What up? How are you?
Hi, Tammy. Can you hear me?
You have a bigger mouth than me, so I'm sure she can hear you.
You're funny.
I know. I
You know
crack
what?
myself up. I'm freaking hilarious. What are you talking about?
You know what? You know what? I made the comment at my work that I have a big mouth and you can't, I talk a lot.
You think?
And Shay, he was like, he laughed out loud. He was like, I'm so sorry. That was
That's funny coming from him.
He was like, that's a good chuckle.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that today.
Hey, Laura, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, good. You can hear me? Okay. That's a good thing. Sorry. That's so rude, like, when I do that. I'm sorry. That's probably, like, so offensive to deaf people, and I'm surely not trying to do that. I actually learned sign language when I was little, but I don't remember too much of it, unfortunately. I wish I did.
I know mother and father and grandmother and grandfather.
Well, duh, honey.
And
Everybody
hello.
knows that.
There's some people in Las Vegas that don't know that. Don't know the sign language.
Yeah.
Hello.
How do you say hello in sign language?
They're like, I don't understand you.
Oh, jeez, Louise. Honey, you left your water.
I need my water.
How come you're drinking that kind of water, not the alkaline?
Oh, we don't have any.
There's a 6-pack downstairs in the kitchen.
Okay.
I had to buy like 2 6-packs because like
Did I say hi to Tammy? Okay. And hi, Laura.
honey, do me a favor.
You know what? I might not have all this hair next week.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Please get it cut off, honey. Please. I love you, but I like you with short hair so much better, honey. Can you do me a favor?
Oh, God.
Go in our bathroom and get me like some kind of spray cleaner so I can clean this up because it's like disgustingly dirty. Hey, Natalie, what's happening? Oh, sorry, you guys. Hubby uses this during the week when he has meetings and stuff for work. And it's like filthy, dirty. He's got like coffee spilled all over the place and dust and all kinds of stuff. Drive me nuts. Oh, you're at work, Laura. I'm sorry. That sucks. At least you can get online, though. That's cool. What do you do for a living? Wah, 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 wah. Hey, it doesn't have to be anything fancy.
Okay, here you go.
Honey.
I thought it'd be a
clean with...
What about this? What
That'll
is
work.
that doing?
Because, I don't know, we used it once for the dog or something, and then it just stayed there. Here. You can take it downstairs if you want. Thanks, honey.
Alright, see you later.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. See ya. Sorry, you guys. I'm just cleaning while I'm sitting here because...
Right, have a good one.
Getting on my nerves. I can't deal with all this dust and dirt and crap everywhere. Oof. Plus, not to mention, like, We have 2 monitors, all these gadgets and things that I don't even know what the hell they do. There's so much crap on this desk. Oh. 2 more hours manage a storage facility. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Happy birthday, Mr. V, from Ken. Did you hear me, honey? Thank you, he said. Oh, shit. Did I just unplug something? Are you guys still there? Oh, I thought I unplugged it. Honey, I thought I unplugged something. Oh, my God.
Did you?
I don't know. I don't think so. The camera's still working. I think it's okay. I thought it was the camera that I unplugged. I'm like, oh, crap. He had a good day yesterday. He went out to his brother-in-law's house and sighted his new gun. He got to shoot it, and he got to shoot his... So his dad gave him his papaw's rifle. So this rifle's like really old. And so he got to shoot that, and him and his brother-in-law just hung out and had fun. And
So a little one.
yeah, he got to see our new great nephew, which I still have not even got to meet Cameron yet. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I want to see the baby. I want to see the baby. The baby. And I need to go get him another gift. Okay, let's see. Let me get caught up, you guys. Tomorrow's our Easter dinner, and it was my sister's favorite holiday. First Easter since she passed. Oh, I'm so sorry, Tammy. You know, the first holidays suck. Who am I kidding? Every holiday sucks after you've lost a loved one. Like, it's just so hard to, like, reacclimate yourself, I guess, and try to learn, like, a new, quote, normal, if there is such a thing. So, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Oh, you saw the photo? Yeah, Ken. Okay, that's right. Yeah. He was, you know, like I said, at his brother-in-law's, and we were going to go, my son and his girlfriend and hubby and I were going to go take him out to this restaurant. It's a little ways from here. But Chris's girlfriend, Shay, she ended up not feeling good. And so we were like, we can do it another time, you know. So we literally just ate Chick-fil-A last night, which was so not healthy. And then I made Mr. V a German chocolate cake from scratch. And I had some, unfortunately. And oh, it was so good, you guys. I don't need that crap, though. I'm trying to do good, you know. So try not to eat that kind of stuff. So we got to get it out of this house. Let me just put it that way. We do the Easter egg hunt and picking up eggs. Anyone else do that? Oh, we used to always do that. I think if I had grandkids around, I would definitely do that because that's so much fun. First Easter without my grandfather. It will be a year on the 25th since he passed. Aw, Natalie, I'm so sorry. I can almost bet my life that he's still around you, though. I would bet my life on it that he's still there. I mean, I know it's not the same. I hate when people say that. Like, I know it's not the same. Trust me, I get it. I get it more so than most people get it, you know. But I'm sure he'll be there. You know what I mean? So what was the topic today? Hey, Kim Vest, what's happening? Oh, we don't have a topic right now. Right now we're just chitty-chatting before we get into everything. So we're just saying, I'm just saying hey to everybody and finding out what everybody's doing. And okay, hold up, guys. I'm trying to get organized here. I have like a really small list today. Sorry, it's been a busy week. I've had a lot going on. Yeah. Yay, I caught you. Happy Easter weekend, all. Hey, Julia, welcome. Happy Easter to you. Supposed to be pocking of eggs. Anyone else do that? No. I don't even know what that is. What is that? Tell me what that is. Well, tell your son to get a move on and you will get some grandchildren. Right? Right, Ken? Let me tell you. So he has been like the past couple days coming to us, and he was like, hey mom, I found this house. You know, it's a really nice house. I was thinking about going to look at it. And last week he found 2 houses he was going to go check out, but then it ended up like not being what he thought it was. So we've been talking about that, and I'm thinking, okay, clock's ticking here. Let's hurry things up here. Do we need to go buy the ring? You need to go buy the ring, propose. Let's get married so that I can have a grandchild, you know? He needs to hurry up. Like, I'm tired of waiting. Yeah, you hit 4,000 subscribers too. Yes, yay! I know, I was so excited. Like, it's such a huge, like, for so long I was always like, oh my gosh, like, you know, this creator, she has 1 million people, and this creator has this, and this creator has that. But you know what I've learned? This is what I've learned. The people that subscribe to me, I would say 95% of them are amazing, right? I have really good subscribers, you know, I have really decent people, and I care about that so much more than I care about the number, you know what I mean? I mean, because if you really think about it and look at it, like, there are people, there goes my phone. My fault again, guys, sorry. You know, there are so many creators that have, you know, millions, but then they get like no views hard, you know what I mean? So I'm not, at first I was like, you know, oh, I need to get a lot of subscribers. And now I'm just like, I'm good. You know? So yeah. Do you have any feelings about the white model girl that stabbed her black boyfriend that they didn't arrest? What? No, I didn't even know about it. That's horrible. I don't give a shit what color they are. If she stabbed him, she needs to be arrested. I don't care what the color is. That's pathetic. Pocking is knocking lightly of pine tips of boiled eggs by 2 different people. You pock everyone till one winner becomes. Wow, that's so cool. That's so freaking cool. I would love to play that. That's so cool. Congratulations. Thank you, Ken. Thank you. So do you have feelings about Summer Moon Utah Wells? I have tons of feelings about Summer Moon Utah Wells. I'm still continuing to have the dream where she's waking me up and trying to talk to me, and I wish I knew what that meant. I wish. Congratulations, that's exciting. Thanks, Natalie. Thank you, thank you. Pointed tip of eggs. I knew what you meant, actually. After I read it, I was like, okay. It clicked, though. She's an influencer on Instagram. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I do think she didn't get arrested? What the hell? Because I thought it was like crystal clear, cut and dry that she freaking stabbed him. They need to arrest her ass. You know? I mean, but is it because she's rich as balls? You know what I mean? Like, are they afraid to mess with her? Is that what it, like, you know what I mean? Like, what is it? What is it? Like, for sure. Sorry, guys. You have 4,000 more than others, right? Hi, everyone. Happy Easter. Hey, Shannon. Happy Easter, girl. Any thoughts on the Depp case? Yep, Julia, I already got that on my list. We're going to talk about that in a little while. Hey, Kim. How's it going? Happened in Florida. Yeah, I remember now. I remember. Kiari sucks. Mandy, hi. I hate Kiari so bad. Kiari messes with my life on the daily. You have Kiari? I'm so sorry. I hate when people have Kiari. I feel so bad for them. Why are we congratulating you? Oh, because we were talking about, someone had said that I got 4,000 subscribers. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. No, I'm pregnant. No. Oh my gosh. Well, let me take that back really fast because we don't want any menopause babies. So let me just reel that one back in. Sorry about that. That was a bad joke. No, even pics of her covered in blood, lots of controversy. Yeah, that's so screwed up. I do know who you're talking about now. Somebody sent me something on Instagram about it, and I was like, what? She didn't get arrested? What the hell? Thanks, Kim. Yeah, we were talking about how I have 4,000 subscribers now. Woohoo! But I was talking about, for those of you that missed, you know, when I first started out the whole YouTube thing, I was like, oh man, you know, I've only got 1,000 subscribers. But if you like take a step back, right? That's 1,000 people that have taken time out of their day to click on your video. You know what I mean? Like, that's so freaking huge. I now have 4,000 people. Like, that's so huge, you know? And I was saying, like, I have like the best subscribers, so I know people, you know, people are always like, oh, I want 1 million. Oh, I want this. Oh, I want that. Excuse me. I'm happy. Like, I have amazing subscribers and that's good for me. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Here's a really big one. Any feelings on who murdered Teresa Hallback? Yeah, I have a video on that, hon. I finally emailed you the picture of my cat. Oh, okay, Kim. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I'm going to look for him. Yeah, I was looking. I was like, she must be busy this week. Then again, I was swamped this week, y'all. Okay, so let's talk about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. So first, let me start off by saying, ow, 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 that hurt. Ow. So I broke my baby toe like when my son was like 18 months old or something. And now if I hit it, oh, I just hit my baby toe. It hurt. Okay. So I said to my son Sunday night, I was like, we need to drive to Fairfax. And he's like, why? And I'm like, we need to drive to Fairfax and we need to drive like really early in the morning so we can go see Johnny Depp. And he was like, Mom. Well, then of course, you know, I started researching and there's such a strict, Fairfax County Police have it so fine-tuned, that's the word I'm looking for. They had it so fine-tuned that they said, you know, no one was allowed to camp. You can't get there at all hours of the night. You're going to be run off. You're going to be this, you're going to be that. So I was like, we should just go and just pretend like we have court Monday morning, right? But you cannot get anywhere near Johnny Depp. Trust me. Trust me. And so my son was like, do you think he's staying like in his house? Because we think he has a house out in Middleburg, which is, let's see, if you go, if you take 66 out of DC, so you take 66 in through like Arlington, Alexandria, Arlington, and then you hop off, and then you keep going for 40 miles or something. You come to Middleburg, which is also known as the Plains, is right there, the Plains, Virginia. And it's where like all the rich horse owners, race horse owners, they live out there. Robert Duvall has a home. Sylvester Stallone has a home. I mean, there's so many like well-known people that have these mansions out there. Goldie Hawn and Kirk Russell have a home out there. Yeah, so he was like, you know, do you think that he's gonna go back? And I'm like, oh, hell no. They're not gonna take the time to drive 45 minutes to take him back home and then come back. You know what I mean? I said, nah, I guarantee he's staying in a hotel in Tyson's or McLean or something. So yeah, we were like on this mission, and then I was thinking later, like, oh, let me go figure out what hotel he's in and I'll follow him. For what? Can't get anywhere. You can't get close to Johnny Depp, for crying out loud. All right, so I'm going to tell you all my opinion on the whole Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing, and y'all can love it or hate it or shove it or whatever you choose. So, let's see. Hold on, let me get caught up really quick. Anthony Todd tried, found guilty, and sentenced all in 3 days for the murder of his wife, 3 children, and his dog in celebration for it. Wow. Right? Exactly, Julia. 4,000 people in a room. That's like so many people. I heard all about Johnny Depp from my 92-year-old dad. He has to wear an ankle monitor for throwing someone's camera. I think perhaps he has mixed him up with Ronaldo. Ken. Hey, Pat. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Hey, Darlene. What's up, mama? Okay, so now I'm going to start talking about Johnny Depp, okay? Here's what I have to say. It's no big secret that I love Johnny Depp. I love his acting. I think he's an amazing human, but my son is in recovery, and I've been around people that have issues with dependence, right? Chemical dependence, whatever, alcoholics, drug addicts. And there's no doubt in my mind whatsoever that Johnny Depp has struggled with many substances through the years. Come on. But what I will say, I honestly, going into it, I was willing to give Amber Heard the benefit of the doubt. I was in an abusive relationship. I understand what it's like. Like, I get how degrading and demeaning and painful and harsh it is. But she just didn't strike me like the witnesses, her assistant. Her assistant was like throwing her under the bus, talking about what a shitty person she is and how mean and rude and disgusting she is, not just to Johnny, but to people in general, right? And the one thing I've always heard about Johnny Depp, there's one consistent I've always heard about him. I've always heard that when he's on substances, that he's a complete and total asshole. What substances? I don't know. But then you also hear what a great person he is. He dresses as Jack Sparrow and goes to local children's hospitals just, to be around the kids. Like, I find it really hard to fathom. Now, do I think there's been a time where he's pushed Amber, where he's grabbed her arm? I'm sure, because she seems to be really aggressive and violent and nasty. And so, yeah, I'm sure he has. Do I see him as the type of person that would just punch her and that's that? I don't get that from him. You know what I mean? That's not to say he's not like that. I could be completely wrong, but I don't feel that about him, right? But then again, like I said, I've never been around him when he's been doing drugs or drinking or whatever, But it's just, there were so many witnesses, and I would click on it and listen for a few minutes and kind of read comments, and then, because I had a lot going on this week, you guys. I just, I don't know. I don't get that feeling that he's like this horrible wife beater, and I haven't heard, I don't know about his other exes. Have they come out and said that he's abusive? I don't know. I just don't feel like he's this horrible abusive person. You know what I mean? And trust me, I can usually spot him a mile away. Like, I can tell, I can feel it, I can see it when someone's like a really abusive asshole. Trust me. So yeah, so that's what I think about the whole situation. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like, I'll be the first one to say I'm wrong if I'm wrong. I just don't feel like he's this horrible a-hole. You know what I mean? He comes off, listen, I worked backstage. I got to meet so many people. I was so blessed for so many years to meet so many amazing people. But then I also met a lot of assholes. You know what I mean? And he just doesn't strike me as an asshole. Billy Ray Cyrus, he's an asshole. The Red Hot Chili Peppers, the guys from there, they're assholes. Okay? He just does not strike me as an asshole. I'm not one of these fans that knows everything about him. I don't know shit about him. I don't know what his tattoos mean. I don't know why he got them. I don't know who he's dated. I don't know who he's married. You know what I mean? I just, as an actor, I think he's a decent actor. So maybe I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. I just don't feel that, I don't know. I'm totally with you, 100%. Victoria and Amber just sat there and she didn't flinch at the accusations of her ex-employee, right? Here's the other thing. She's sitting there the whole time like this. And she'll look around at the people in the courtroom. He was listening to his attorney. I'm sure his attorney said, keep your head down, stay focused, excuse me, don't show a lot of emotion. So, you know, he was like this, doodling or whatever the hell he was, you know what I mean? I definitely, I don't know. He has a lot of fans. She doesn't. Honestly, before all the cases came about, I had no idea who Amber Heard was. Do you know when I found out who Amber Heard was? Yesterday. When I said, isn't she like a model? And my son's like, she's an actress. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. And he started listing all these movies she was in. I was like, really? Because I didn't even recognize her. I don't even know who the hell she was, right? I thought she was like a supermodel. Because I guess that's just who I think Johnny Depp's going to be with as a supermodel, right? Yeah. Winona Ryder still loves him even today. Oh, they would make such a cute couple. Yeah, I do actually remember back in the 80s when they dated. Now that I think about it. My daughter just got out of the bunny suit. One more day, me in the AM, her in the PM. Oh my gosh. Are you doing it like at the mall or something? I think his exes would have jumped on the bandwagon if he had actually abused her. Right, that's, Cynthia, that's what I told my son. I was like, you would think that all these people that he dated would be crawling out of the woodwork going, oh yeah, he beat the shit out of me too. Oh yeah, he slapped me around all the time. You know what I mean? Like, you would think that. If you go to my ex-husband, asshole, if you went to him and then you went to everybody he dated or married, they would all have the same story about him. I can without a doubt 100% tell you that the first thing they would mention is his anger issues, you know? But yeah, you don't see that here. I mean, I'm sure, you know, I'm sure her side, her attorneys are going to have a lot of witnesses. And, you know, like, here's what really pissed me off, okay? Let me just be real blunt here and real. It really pissed me the F off, okay? When they called Johnny Depp's doctor in from like 2013, 14, 15, and 16. They call him in and they're questioning him. And he's saying, well, yeah, he tested positive for cocaine. He tested positive for this. I prescribed this. He tested positive for this. This is what really pissed me off, okay? People just assume that, oh, you're a drug addict. That means you're a wife beater. Oh, you're an alcoholic. Then you definitely beat your wife up, don't you? You're a drug addict, so I know you beat the shit out of everybody you come in contact with. That really pissed me off. It's like, you can be a drug addict or an alcoholic and not be a freaking wife beater. You know what I mean? Like, that really pissed me off. They're trying to lump everybody into one small little sack, you know? And when I saw that yesterday, y'all, I was pissed. I was like, what the hell? My husband was in the office, you know, on the computer with work, in meetings all day. My son was in his room in meetings all day, and I'm downstairs cussing, screaming, yelling at the stupid video I was watching. Oh, I was so pissed. Okay. Let's see. Yes, at the mall. Oh, that's so fun, Darlene. That's so fun. I have to tell you a little story about Santa Claus. I didn't know who she was. I think she was the one that brought her dogs into Australia against regulations and got them both in trouble. Oh, I remember something about that, Ken. Yes, Ken, that's right. Thanks, Shannon. Yeah, I thought I remember that. Hey, Candy Cane. What's up, Mama? Yeah, this girl, I don't believe anything she said about him. And if he did react in a certain way, I'm sure she pushed and pushed to get it. Well, that's kind of like what I was thinking is, if you're going to sit there and call him names and you're going to hit him, then he probably did push you. You know what I mean? I don't lump that in with him being a wife abuse. You know what I mean? Like, we have a cute funny costume. Aww, I want to see. Oh gosh, Darlene, right? That can be a hard job and could be a bit fun too. Yeah, right? It is fun. I bet. How good was the movie Chocolate? He was so beautiful in that. Loved it. I still have not seen that movie. Don't tell me anything about it. I have not seen that movie yet. See, I'm a Johnny Depp fan, but I'm not like... There are plenty of movies I haven't seen of his. I'm sad to say, because I really like him, but the court can see that it's misleading. You know, when I started watching the video, I was like, I know this judge. The judge that they have, years ago, she was she did traffic court. And This is so embarrassing to admit. I think she was like a new judge at the time, right? So I had went to Georgetown, me and 3 guys, and we went to drink, and we were driving back home, and I had to pee. And everything in DC, Alexandria, Arlington was shut down. There was nothing open, right? So I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? I got to pee. So I pull up at this shopping center, and I get out, and I climb up the hill, and I go pee. Well, the 3 guys go over here, and they go pee. And all of a sudden, I see this big light, and I see the guys out of my peripheral running down the thing, and then I hear this guy, yo, put your pants up and get down here now. I was like, oh shit. It was a cop. I got urinating in public charges. Had to go to court, and the judge was like, how do you plead to urinating in public? And I said, well, Your Honor, I had to pee. Everything was closed, so I guess I'm guilty. You know, the whole courtroom's like cracking up, right? Because the cop didn't give the guys I was with a ticket because they're quick and they were done when he pulled up. I got busted. But yeah, she was the judge. I knew that was her. I was like, where do I know this judge from? And then I was like, I've been to court in Fairfax County 2 times in my life. The one once was urinating in public, and the other one was in like 1984, I think, when I had a traffic accident and I had to go to court. So I was like, yeah. Yeah. The drugs that she took were quite serious too. Oh, really? I didn't know she did drugs. Wow. Eve Barlow is Amber Heard's friend. I don't know who Eve Barlow is. She was officially removed from all hearings by an order by the judge. She was on her phone using social media during the hearing. Oh, really? Holy shit. Oh, Victoria, you have to watch it. It's beautiful. I will, Shannon. I definitely will. So we canceled like our, you guys, we canceled our cable service. So now we're just doing like the Netflix and whatever thing. So I'll definitely have to watch it. It's rumored that Eve Barlow runs fake Twitter accounts to stalk and bully Johnny Depp supporters. Oh, let me tell you what I found out though, okay? So the second day of the trial, they didn't have the trial today because of Easter, you know. So the second day of the trial, Johnny's entourage pulled up, they got out. Well, there ended up being like a group of like 30 women that had somehow gotten through the police, and they're standing there like waiting to take pictures of Johnny Depp. Well, he stopped. They'd just gotten, his entourage had just pulled up. He stopped, he got out, and he said, wait a minute, guys. And he went over and greeted them and like took selfies with them. He said, I don't have a lot of time, I need to get into court. But he was just such a good guy, right? So they didn't show that, of course, on the news, right? They didn't show that. I only knew about it because, excuse me, because someone that I know is friends with someone that was one of the women that was there. That's the only way I knew. But so then I guess they yelled. So Johnny Depp got there first, and then Amber Heard's entourage got there, and they yelled, hey, Amber, and they were screaming her name over and over again, and she wouldn't even turn around and look at him. Whereas Johnny was like, no, guys, hold up. And he literally jumped out of the car and ran over. You know, security's behind him like, wait, you know. So yeah, so he's a good guy as far as I'm concerned. Unless I see different. Yeah. It's actually a good movie to watch at Easter. It's really beautifully done. Okay, I definitely have to watch it. I can't believe they actually took you to court because you had to pee. That's crazy. What a waste of time. Right? It was ridiculous. And then the judge, she was really cool though. You know what though? That's when she had first become a judge, because it was her, and then there was a guy who was like sitting a little ways away from her, and I think he was like helping guide her. So I think she had just become a judge, and he even like, I don't know, he said a couple funny things and everybody cracked up. But yeah, so that's when, I mean, she had literally just become a judge at this point. So yep, true story. Hey Shelby, what's happening, mama? What's up? Yeah, Eve was removed from all hearings because she was on social media and texting Amber during the hearing. Ugh, what a douchebag. Hey, Danny, what's up? That's crazy. I'm really surprised. I'll tell you why. So, excuse me. Who was it? I had to go to court. I can't remember who the hell it was, but I had to go to court with someone. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. It was at Fairfax County. And so we went to go in and they were like, do you have your cell phone? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's right here. And they're like, well, you can't bring that in. We weren't allowed. We had to walk all the way back to the parking garage and we had to put our cell phones in the car because you couldn't bring cell phones in at that time. So I don't know if it's different now, but because I'm surprised to even hear that she was texting during the because you weren't even allowed to have a phone when I went with which friend did I go with? I think I went with Deb. Yeah, crazy. So yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, so my husband used to work in Fairfax and he literally worked like right around the corner from the courthouse. So like we know that area really well. And then my son, his friend lives right by the courthouse. Like, because all around the courthouse there, it's like behind the courthouse and on the right and left side of the courthouse, it's all like residential area. So he was supposed to go over to his buddy's house because they were going to work together. And he called him and he was like, I'm not coming over there now with all the extra security and all the crap for the Johnny Depp hearing. He's like, I'm not coming by. He's like, you know, because they were saying like, if you work in Fairfax, if you work near the courthouse, you better leave an hour early because of security, you're going to have a hell of a time getting anywhere. So, yeah. Also, Amber's former assistant admitted that she spat in her face when the assistant asked for a raise. Yeah, that's just so pathetic. It's kind of like, it's like grow up. Like, how old are you? You know? Hey, did you guys hear they are close to arresting someone for the Delphi murders? We are late on getting news here in Aussie. They've been talking about it. The guy who catfished all the kids with that state trooper from Alaska's pictures that went to jail for other issues. I guess he's claiming now it could be his dad that was the bridge guy, which... You know, we've talked about that. Yeah. Thanks for that Barry Sherman case after I went down a rabbit hole about the sun. Hey, girl. Yeah. That's a crazy case, isn't it? I didn't get a video out, you guys, this week. I'm so sorry. It's just been with hubby's birthday, and I've just been, like, swamped. Plus, I had, like, all this canning to do this week, which ended up taking... so much time. I think we're gonna go. I think I get to see my great nephew for the first time tomorrow, because I think tomorrow night we're gonna go out to dinner with my sister-in-law and her husband. So hopefully I get to see the baby tomorrow. I mean, my God, he's like, how old is he now? He's getting so old and I haven't seen him. I hate it. And then my sister-in-law and her husband just bought this really nice RV. So we're going to go check that out. Is it the guy they were talking to before they were murdered? The guy that was using a picture of a model. Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think they have much but suspicion, Shannon. The dad must have used good anti-DNA measures. Yeah. I know. I said this a couple weeks ago. I don't get a good feeling from the dad at all, but I don't psychically feel like he's involved. I mean, that doesn't mean anything because I can't always. It's not always a definite. You know what I mean? I mean, if I were around him, it would be a lot easier. But yeah, I don't want to be around him. No thanks. They had that information for years. Why now? That's my concern. That's my concern is why are they just coming out with all this crap now? If they had a solid case and they knew that the son or the dad were involved, they would have already arrested the dad. You know what I mean? They would have already charged the son who's in jail already. That's why I'm like, I don't know. I don't know much about the Delphi updates. So were the girls chatting with someone online? Did they meet up with someone they were talking to? So, hey, Somewhat Secret, what's up? So, supposedly they found out after the fact that this punk who's in jail now because of doing this, he took a picture of an Alaska state trooper and catfished all these little girls and said that was him and that he wanted to meet with them. And apparently he did meet with a bunch of them. He didn't meet supposedly with Abby or Libby, but he was supposedly talking to them. So I don't know. Because there again, if they knew this the whole damn time, why is this just not coming out? I mean, yeah. They're probably fishing for someone he confessed to, trying to get the son to flip on the dad, but neither are happening and they don't have proof. Yeah. There's definitely, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it was the son at all. I mean, I think he's a putz and I think he's a piece of shit, but I don't think he did it. You know what I mean? So, because the report was leaked. Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, good point, Vicky. Thank you, Shannon. Happy birthday, Mr. V. Thanks, Pat. I'll tell him when he comes in. Yeah, he had a good day yesterday. He worked half a day, and then he went to his brother-in-law's, and they shot their guns and target practice or whatever, and whatever guys like to do. And we were supposed to go out to dinner last night. Plans got changed because Shay wasn't feeling good. I baked him a German chocolate cake from scratch, which I need to figure out what we're going to do with that cake, because I can't have that crap sitting around here because I'm trying to eat healthy, and I've already had 2 pieces of that cake. I don't need it. So, yeah. He said he was supposed to meet them, but they didn't turn up. But wasn't that, Ken, was that same day? Because for some reason I thought that was like the week before or something. I don't know why I was thinking that. See, I don't know a lot about it either, you guys. I mean, ooh, the moon's so pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. The moon's pretty tonight, y'all. What else was I going to say? Oh, Summer Moon Wells. Still having that dream. It's so freaking annoying. And it even seems like now, it's like she's more intense when she's trying to wake me up. She's like, you know, she's like, Victoria, wake up. You have to wake up. Victoria, you have to wake up. And it literally, like, I feel like I'm being woken up. You know what I mean? But then I wake up and realize that it's that dream again. So, I don't know. Stepbrother of Keegan said the voice sounded like him. Brother said the dad beat on everyone but Keegan, so he will be loyal, fearful of his dad. Really? Wow. Wow. I wonder what his dad does for a living. It's Mr. V's birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Mr. V. His birthday was yesterday, and yeah, getting up there. Getting old. You can freeze the cake by slice. Oh, there you go. Maybe that's what I'll do. Because, I mean, he's even trying to eat healthy. We're trying to eat healthy, you know. And what are you going to do? Make half a damn cake? You know what I mean? So I asked him, I said, do you want me to get you an ice cream cake? Do you want me to make... He's like, I want German chocolate. So I baked him a German chocolate cake. And it's good, you guys. It was like the perfect recipe. Like, it was so good. Oh, my God. And it's so sad. Like, I'm dreaming of eating a piece now, and I don't need to eat a piece. I'm doing too good. I don't need it. No idea. Okay. Have you asked your guides for clarity? Hey, 10-9. I have. I have many, many times. I had a come to Jesus meeting with my guides. I didn't get anywhere with it. In fact, I think, like I said, I think she's even more intense each time I have the dream. So, I don't know. I wish she would tell you where she's at. I hope she's found it. Me too, girl. Me too. What time is that happening, Vic? I wonder if that's the time she passed. Or is it her trying to wake up her mom, Candace? Interesting. You know what? I need to look in my notebook and see if I put a time. I don't know that I've actually even like kept track of the time. I know when I first started having it, it was sometime around 1 o'clock though. I do remember that when I first started having the dream, it was usually sometime around 1 o'clock. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. I need to look in my book, or at least start really making sure I'm writing down the time. Yeah, dang on, I missed it. Mr. B has the same BA as my hubby, and my birthday was April 12th. Ah, happy belated birthday, Bethany, and happy birthday to your hubby, too. Happy birthday. Yeah, you know, when the Titanic sank, day one that I met him, and he told me his birthday, I'm like, oh, the day the Titanic sank. And he was like, what? And I'm like, you know, the big ship, the Titanic, the unsinkable, that one that sank. And he was like, oh, I didn't know that. I was like, you don't know that? And I said, oh, yeah, tax day. You know, it's the day before tax day. So he knew that one. I believe his dad works for Subaru. Wow. Yesterday was my hubby's birthday, too. Hey, Ann, happy birthday to your hubby. My mom's birthday was April 11th. My in-laws were killed in a car accident April 19th. Oh, no. Happy belated to your mom. Girl, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. This time of year is tough. Yeah. May is like not a good month for me. You know, I have a crappy day, 2 crappy days in February, crappy day in March, and then May. So I get it. Trust me, I get it. It's been exactly 110 years since Titanic sank. Victoria, you should totally do a reading from the victims if you want. That is actually on my list. It's funny. That's actually on my list. I really want to try to connect with the captain of the ship. You know? I thought about that, and then I thought about like somebody that was in like 3rd class or something, you know, to hear how everything progressed for them. Because, you know, you see the movie The Titanic, it's all BS, you know. But you have to wonder, like the old couple that laid down together and died and drowned. I mean, you know, I may have done the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? I don't know. Excuse me. Hey, Julie, what's happening? Could Summer be trying to act out what happened to her? Maybe she got hurt. One of her brothers were shaking her to try and wake her up. That could very well be. That's a really great idea, Julie. I don't know. It's just so like... I do have these kind of dreams a lot, you know? Like, I still have the... Suzanne Morphew dream. I still have that dream. I still have the dream of the little blonde-haired girl. That same dream. I'm still having it. Like, and then I had the dream about the woman. Like, it's a reoccurring, you know, theme for me to have these kind of dreams. But it's just so... I don't know the word. It's just so intense, I guess maybe is a good word. It's just so intense every time I have it. Something about April. A lot of sad things have happened. I'm always worried this month. Yeah, what is it with April? I don't know. Grant's birthday is May 10th. Aw, he was born the Friday before Mother's Day. Aw, Kim. Sorry. My anniversary is May 16th. That's a good day. But May 10th and May 11th. Bad days in our house. Bad days. Captain Smith is reincarnated already. He is Sully, the pilot of the Hudson Landing. Wow, damn, that's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, that's really cool. Good point, Julia. Yeah, maybe. Wow. Yes, Victoria, you have to do the Titanic. I definitely want to. It's kind of like, yeah, okay. So the Titanic, 9/11, the Pulse nightclub shooting, Las Vegas. There's so many horrible events in our history that I want to try to connect with people, but I always like, I don't know, it's like I have to prepare myself, you know? And so it takes me like some time to like build myself up to that point, I guess. I don't know. It's just how I am. I don't know if all psychics are like that, but I definitely am. Since I found you and listened to you share your experiences with dreams, I've been paying more attention to mine. Good, Candy, you should. You definitely should. You know, I think that's one of the most underrated things that we as human beings do. I think that we can learn so much about ourselves from our dreams. You know, there's just so much. Hold on, you guys. My hands are like so dry. There's just so much that you can figure out about yourself from your dreams, you know? May 10th and May 11th. What are you doing? You got sawdust all over you? What are you down there doing?
Trying to be a woodworker.
Oh, you got that.
Yeah.
That, what is it? A jig?
It's a planer.
A planer.
I'm making a jig.
Making a jig from a planer.
Here, do you want water?
No, I got a drink, honey. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, honey.
Oh,
a bunch of people said, happy birthday, Mr. B.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it was a good day yesterday and today.
Yeah. Yeah, he took off today, so he and I just ran around and hung out. And so May 10th, my mother-in-law died. May 11th, her husband died. But different years, but it's always it's a rough time. Oh, Pulse, I grew up a few minutes from Pulse, and one of my friends was a valet. He did not work that night. Wow. I connected right away with someone that had been shot. Yeah, I don't want to go too much into it. I would never do a video on it. It was too personal. But it was just, it was so sad, you guys. Like, just what she was telling me she went through and just the sheer terror, and it was horrible, you guys. Horrible. Thanks again for doing the Heidi Allen reading. Great case. I didn't know much about. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Good, good, good. If you do stuff like that, I know you were looking at Cleopatra, but can you see if they reincarnated? Hold on. And who they are. I always think it's so interesting. Sure, sure. Yeah, I have tons of people I need to do like that to see where they are and what they're doing. And I've had recurring dreams about places I've never been to, but always dream about them over and over. Really normal places like a mall, doctor's office, etc. But I have never been in this life. Always the same mall and office, but have never been there before. You know when people say deja vu, well, obviously there's so much more to that. You know what I mean? And I have it. Listen, don't I have that all the time?
Oh, yeah.
I have deja vu all the freaking time. And sometimes it's just something so little and stupid. Like, we'll be somewhere and I'll be like, oh my gosh, this just happened. I just had this. This just happened. And I said blah, blah, blah. And you said blah, blah. You know, it's always, for me anyway, it's always stupid shit. You know, and I'm like, well, it obviously means something, but what the hell does it mean? You know, it just hurts. I bet, Cynthia. I'm so sorry, honey. Much love to you, Mr. Valentine. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you. He does a lot. Listen, he does a lot better with it. I say, because he's sitting next to me. He does a lot better with it than I do. You know, like when his mother passed, he was like, I know where she's going. She gets to see her parents again. She's in a better place. You know, he, believe it or not, does 100,000,000% better than I do when it comes to people dying that we love. Like, I really struggle with it. And it's all well and good. Like, I know where the majority of the people are going. I know they're in a good place. You know what I mean? But I just struggle emotionally with it. Like, I just really have a hell of a time, you know? Did you ever do the Angela Hammond case? Girl who got grabbed from payphone while talking to BF said the guy had jumping fish on back window. Wonder if boyfriend made it up. I don't know. I haven't checked that one out. Let me write her down. Angela Hammond. Why does that name sound familiar, though? Does that name sound familiar to you? Angela?
Sounds like a Olympian skater.
And now Angela Hammond for the United States, representing the United States.
Hey, could you hear the vacuum run when I turned it off? All right.
I knew something was running. I just didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Have fun, honey.
Yeah. See you too.
Bye-bye.
I think I'm being kicked out, guys. See ya.
No, I'm not kicking you out.
No, I know.
All right. Hey, Debbie, what's happening, mama? How are you? Have any interesting stories of people that come to you when out in the DMV area, just thinking of different U.S. disasters, anything big? Girl, I got so many. Oh, let me tell you what happened to me today, though. And you guys have to know, this happens to me pretty frequently. I got out of the truck, ran inside. I had to return headphones that my son had bought for my husband. So I run inside, and I'm going in, and this lady had been dropped off in front of me, and she's walking in, she's really struggling. So I said, ma'am, are you okay? Do you need some help? Are you okay? And she's like, oh no, girl, I'm okay. I'm just praying. And I was like, well, there's nothing wrong with that, is there? She's like, no, girl, there's not. You're right. So we're chit-chatting, and we walk up. Well, turns out she's getting in the return line too. So we're standing there talking. So she proceeds to tell me that she's a pastor. And she's like, girl, you should have seen me 10 years ago. People that knew me would have been like, psh, there's no way that girl can be a pastor. Right? So she's telling me like her story and everything. And she's like, can I go ahead and hug you? And I was like, of course. So she gives me a big hug and she goes, I don't know what it is. She goes, but I feel it, girl. And I was like, okay. And she's like, I feel it. You got the gift. She's like, I know. I feel it. I feel it. And I was like, okay. Yeah, so we chatted a while, but it's just, I have people that come to me and say that kind of stuff all the time, you know, and it's weird. It's weird that they can, it's not weird, but it's just, people always manage to like find me, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm a firm believer that the right people are in your life, in your path at the right time for the right reasons. I firmly believe that. But she was so cute though. Hold on, you guys. I need to get caught up. I can't run in my dreams, but I can crawl real quick. Sounds stupid for some reason. I can't run. No, it's just life. I probably have those weird quirks too. Me too. Sometimes it's really strong. I really felt it when I was traveling the States, especially when I was in New York. I really felt like I'd lived there before. Weird. Probably have. I mean, I've done that too. Like, I've gone places and I'm like, this is so weird. I've been here before. You know what I mean? I'm loving your hair, by the way. Aw, thank you. Thank you. It's getting on my damn nerves. I swear, I should have just got it cut off. When I went, gotten it trimmed. Should have got it cut off. Unsolved Mysteries episode. Maybe you saw it. No, I didn't. Maybe I'm wrong, but one day I was watching something about Summer, and I just said, Summer, baby, I hope you're okay. And out of nowhere, the back of my head started hurting. I feel like there was an accident. You could be onto something big there, Julie. I don't doubt that at all. I think there's so much there's just so much deceit, you know? Yeah, some people handle death better than others. He definitely handles death better than me. You know, and everybody's like, wow, you can see where everybody's going, so why are you struggling? It's just, for me, I just am the type of person that how do I say this? Like, I just feel like I have to have the time to mourn. And I know that's kind of selfish, but that's what I feel like. Yeah. I'm really loving your hair. I wish I had your hair. My hair is too thick and heavy. Oh, it's funny because I wish I had thick hair. I have a lot of hair, but it's like baby fine, you know. You're a magnet. Definitely. I definitely am. Hey, Beth, what's happening? Hi, Victoria. Greetings from rural Eastern North Carolina. I'm so glad I was able to catch your live stream again. Two of my rescue dogs, Lucy and Travis, just had surgery for cancer. Oh, no. Are they okay? Are they okay? You know, my husband and I, you guys, I saw this thing on my phone. I belong to this group called Neighborhoods, and like whatever neighborhood you live in, and it popped up that this 6-year-old kitty needed a new home. And I was like, honey, I think we have to get this kitty. And then I was reading through and I was like, maybe we shouldn't. Because, so the cat's owner, the cat's 6 years old, the owner got put into assisted living. So I was like, you know, with my dog who's yapping all the time, and my other cat's like sadistic some days to the dog, and I'm sure she would be that way with another cat. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do that into the beginning. I love this topic. I've tried so hard to do those past life regression videos on YouTube, and it never works for me. Yeah, I think a lot of times you just have to go to somebody that knows what the hell they're doing. You know what I mean? When I went to DC, all I feel is the history and what goes on there. It's very strong for me there. I have that too. I have that too. Whenever we go to downtown DC, like, yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but it really is like an intense feeling for me, and a feeling of like I've been around. You know, when I went to the Lincoln Memorial when I was a little kid, we would go twice a year with school on field trips. And I always felt there was something there, something connecting me to Abe Lincoln or that time or something. Yeah. Me either, and I start to get scared. Maybe Monday for summer arrest. I only dreamed that I was in another time once, and it was like the old West days, and they were walking me out of the town, and someone shot me in my back. Oh my gosh. Ugh. You know, I have a lot of dreams about my past lives. And I've always been drawn to the late 1800s, early 1900s. To this day, like, when you can go to like reenactment camps, like in Petersburg, Richmond, I just went blank, Williamsburg, all over Virginia, all over Maryland. You know, they have times where they do reenactments. Like Petersburg, Virginia, they do like a 24-hour reenactment where the guys actually live in the tents out in the woods. But I've always been like attracted to that time period. Everything from like the recipes, which, you know, they used to be called receipts, not recipes, right? From the recipes to the clothing to, I mean, just everything about that time period, I'm just totally drawn to. I used to be this fiend of, you know, the public broadcast service channel, and I would watch all these shows about that time period. When I was a little kid and I first started reading, I'd pull my little wagon thing up to the library, and I'd check out my books, and it was always like, you know, books about presidents. It was history books all about, you know, the 1800s, the early 1900s. There's something with me in that time period. I don't know what it is. I definitely had like something. I must have had like a really good life back then or something, because I'm so drawn to that. You know what I mean? All right, let me get caught up, you guys. Hold on. Alba Weinman does the most amazing regressions on YouTube. Woo. Hey, Lori, what's happening? I didn't know you snuck on here. All right, I'm going to write her down too. I'll have to check her out. Speaking of animals, do they ever come to you? All the time. All the time. I can be out somewhere and someone's animal that's passed will come up to me. All the time it happens. It does. I only dreamed that I was in another time once, and it was like the old West. Oh yeah, I just read that. People say irrational fears and phobias are from a past life, so I probably died from snake bite or a tornado, LOL. I feel you on that. I definitely died in a storm or a tornado, because I'm deathly afraid of storms. Thunderstorms, I hate them. Hey, Afton, what's happening? Oh, I do animal rescue. Lucy was a police confiscate for cruelty and neglect. Aww. She was bred mercilessly, which is why she has mammary cancer now. My senior hound, Travis, had a leg tumor removed. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. See, that would kill me. I could not. My neighbor 2 doors down, she's a foster pet person. I don't know how she does it. Like she just took in this foster cat, and the cat just had its babies like 6 weeks ago or something. And I don't know how she does it, because like I couldn't let go of the animals. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I dreamt I was a slave and they were going to hang me. I was running, trying to escape. I remember the leaves and the shadows and the branches. Wow. That's deep. Well, here's a story for you. 2 days before 9/11, I did a trip to Ellis Island. The closer I got to the Twin Towers, I suddenly felt violently sick. Ignored it, got worse as I went into the museum. Damn. Yeah, I almost believed that it would happen to me if it was terrifying, and I totally get what you're saying. Thank you for sharing that. Oh. Ask Dark Rose. Does she ever channel back now? Or I think she's still gone, isn't she? Some people also say your birthmark indicates a fatal wound. I have a big one on my stomach, the exact shape of like the tip of a sword. Must have been a soldier. Wow. I have a birthmark on my, what is it? On my calf that looks like a banana. My mom said it was because she craved bananas while she was pregnant with me. It didn't stop until I got back to the place I was staying. 2 days later, the plane hit the Trade Center. Wow, Shannon. Wow. You know, I had a conversation with Michael Jackson about him being at the hotel when 9/11 happened and all that. You know, because he was asking me like what I felt and all that and what I went through. That was just such a horrible time. I don't really like to talk about it too much. Yeah. I'm a volunteer foster for a group in my area is rewarding and so hard and sad sometimes. Yeah, no doubt. I can't even imagine. I have a birthmark behind my ear, but you can only see it when I'm crying. That's what my mom told me. Aww. Aww. Victoria told me I had addictions in at least 2 of my past lives. Well, clear as day, this life is trying to rid myself of addiction altogether. I'll get it. There you go. There you go. Addiction is such a bitch. Like, but it's just, it's so amazing to see a person go into recovery. You know what I mean? Because it's just amazing to see them just turn into a totally new person, you know? So, I mean, as hard as it is, I can really appreciate people that get time under their belt and get clean and sober, because they just end up like doing amazing things. You know what I mean? Oh my God, what happened to Dark Rose? She just got tired of a lot of the crap that was going on, and I'm hoping she comes back. I actually need to text her and see how she's doing, because I haven't talked to her in a while. I have a huge birthmark on my butt. I guess we know where I got shot. There you go, Kim. See, that would be my luck, right? That would be my kind of luck, yeah. Hope everyone is well. We're good. I'm good. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm good. She's back, but I don't know if she wants to be found. She's changed her name a few times. Okay. I kind of knew that was happening. Yeah. I just think, you know, honestly, I just think there was a lot of crap going on with people in the psychic community there for a while. And plus, I think she had posted some videos, and I think some people had not wanted her to post those videos. So they were kind of almost, I don't know if threatening her was the right word, but just kind of putting her in a bad situation. And she just was tired of the negative energy and the bullshit, you know? Yeah. Again, the internet can be annoying. She's well. Yeah, she's doing good. She's doing good. It's just sad because, you know, she should be able to come back on and get all of her subscribers back. And it's just so sad and frustrating that it came to that, you know? I must have been running away, right, Kim? I hope she does come back. She was hassled too much for speaking the truth. Yeah, I just felt so bad for her. And I'm not mentioning any names, but there are some psychics on YouTube that they're all about their little drama, and they try to act like they're little, you know, the cool kids from high school. and they start a bunch of bullshit. That's why I'm happy I'm not a part of it, because I don't want to get close to any of those losers. I don't have time for that crap in my life. And not mentioning any names, oh, you guys, but yeah. Dark Rose is missed by many. She's awesome. I know, right? I love her to death. I need to send her a message. I haven't talked to her in a while. Hey, Beth. Did I say hi to you before? I don't think I did. Shannon, I've always thought I was a good witch, too. There you go. They threaten Dark Rose with a lawsuit unless she takes the videos off. I wondered, I didn't know, I wasn't aware that she had told people that. Yeah. Yeah, it was pathetic. The whole thing was just pathetic. And then it was people making threats, and then people starting drama, and I don't have time for that bullshit. And, you know, she got tired of it too. I don't blame her. But it's just pathetic in today's day and age that you do a video and someone can actually frickin' sue you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm working on a case right now, and there's so many things behind the scenes that I have to tread lightly, and I have to be like so careful about how I say things and what I say. It's just pathetic, you know? It's just pathetic. Like, here's what I want to know. If you're involved in some big ass case, somebody died, and so some psychic on YouTube decides to do a video about you, what do? Do you just sit there all day, every day, checking YouTube to see if anybody's posted new videos about you? You know what I mean? And then what? Have your attorney contact them and threaten them? Like, you guys. Excuse me. Well, she must have been pretty right on the money with her videos, right? And that's the whole thing, you know? She and I talked about that. That's the whole thing, is that she was spot on about somebody, you know what I mean? And it's just pathetic that we have to be afraid of people suing us. Like, and you know, I mean, she's in a totally different situation than me. She has a child that's still young enough, you know? My kids are grown, you know what I mean? So somebody can threaten me all they want, like, I'm gonna get your kids. Okay, good luck finding them, because I don't even talk to two of them. So, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just pathetic. I just have such an issue with it. You know, I get it. No, I don't get it. No, not even gonna say that. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm talking to you. I don't get it. But, you know, it's just one of those things. And it's sad. I've had probably a handful of cases. You know, a lot of times in my videos I'll say, you know, and they talked about stuff that doesn't need to be said here on the internet. And in most cases, that's them telling me private and personal things. But there have also been times when they've told me things that I would love to be able to put in my video, but I can't, you know. There have been a couple times when I've had to contact the authorities and say, look, I'm about to put a video up about this, this, and this, and let me tell you what I found out, okay? So I'm very fortunate that I have a detective that knows me really well and backs me and helps me, you know, when I need to contact the authorities. You know, he has no problem calling them and saying, hey, this is so-and-so, and I've got this girl, and, you know. So I'm very fortunate I have someone like that, but unfortunately, most psychics don't, you know. Yeah, it just sucks. I was blown away. This lady did my past life regression, and it was amazing. She said I'm from ancient times, 3 sisters, and magic. Oh, wow. Wow. My most recent dream was a black mass literally stopped me dead in my tracks, was able to shut my whole body down, and I woke up in a sitting position saying, wow, couldn't believe it. Wow. Wow, Candy. That's crazy. Yeah, y'all have to be careful. There have been some true crime channels that have speculated on things and have been doxxed and had to move. You guys deal with dangerous topics sometimes. It can be scary. Definitely. But you know, I kind of feel like, say hello to my little friend. You want to come here and start trouble with me? Then you may get more than you bargained for. No, I'm not trying to be a Billy Badass. I'm just saying, like, you know, I take security very seriously. Like, trust me. It can be scary though, y'all. Let's see. I remember one of the now gone true crime channels got a few really creepy messages on her unsolved case videos indicating they knew more. She told the police and they said to private the videos. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there have been quite a few. And this one that I'm working on now, you know, I had to take down one video, one specific video, and it pissed me off, okay? To this day, it pisses me off that I had to take that damn video down. Just because the SOB that's really the one that's to blame for the murder had to start shit. And to this day, it pisses me off. And if I thought I could sit down and somehow redo this video and put it back out, I would do it. My husband would be pissed, but I would do it. Because it just pisses me off. Like, don't try to bully me into something. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna keep trying to bully me into something, and I'm gonna be just the opposite. You know what I mean? And yeah, maybe one day I'll redo that video, and y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't remember my dreams. Ah, Kim, you don't. I mean, a lot of people don't. This lady that used to kind of help me with different things, psychic things, she said, you know, say a little prayer every night, you know, help me remember my dreams. Because there was a period of time when I couldn't remember. I could not remember my dreams. And it was driving me nuts because for so many years I remembered them. You know what I mean? So I was like, what the hell does this mean? You know, and that actually worked. That actually worked. So maybe it'll work for you. But I think sometimes too, I don't think we're always meant to remember all of our dreams. You know what I mean? I think there are some dreams we're just not meant to remember. Yeah. I only remember the bad ones. Ugh. That sucks too. That's spooky. Yeah. Just happy they don't come often. Yeah, no doubt. I love you just the way you are, Victoria. Ah, thank you, Candy. Damn, I wish you could. I remember the few dreams with Grant in them. Well, there you go. Those are ones obviously you're supposed to remember, you know. Me too, Victoria. We all do. We're all protective of you and Mr. B. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I wish I could. I wish I could. I mean, there was even a time when I was on this computer and I was trying to figure out, because sometimes I can't reply. I can't respond to comments. It's the weirdest thing. It happens like intermittently. So I was on trying to reply to comments and it wasn't freaking letting me. And I was like, what in the actual, excuse me, I was getting frustrated. And then I was just clicking on stuff and it came up to all my videos. And I came so close to going to that video and listing it. Because it just irks the shit out of me. Like it, especially this case. This case, of all the cases that I've worked on, this is one of those cases that this SOB who did this, people need to know he freaking did this. You know what I mean? So it's just like this. This is just a really hard one. It's just a really hard one. Yeah. So, and people constantly ask me to do a reading on this particular case. And I'm like, you see what happened was I did a video, you know, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. And I think I end up saying okay, I'll add them to my list, when really I'm just like, because I want to say so bad, I posted that video and this is what happened. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to. I've had that too, where all of a sudden I can't comment. Yeah, isn't it weird? It's weird how that happens. I would be honored if someone did a video on me on YouTube after I died, just trying to lighten up the subject. There you go, Candy. I wish I could remember which isn't listed. I binged all your videos a year or so back. Process of elimination, LOL. Yeah, you could probably figure it out if you really thought about it. It's not... Oh, you're talking about the John Benet Ramsey case? Nope, not that one. Nope. What about the same dream you had when you were a kid and still have the same dream as an adult? Which dream? I have a ton of them, you guys. You know, and I actually, at one point, I don't know, it was probably several years ago, I was researching, like, you know, the normal amount of dreams that a normal person has, and all this stuff. And I'm like thinking back to like a regular night of my dreams, and I'm like, what the hell? I literally have like 6 months worth of dreams slapped into one night. What the hell? I can't catch a break. Right? I'm like, this is crazy. Hey, Breezy, what's happening? Morning from Oz. Gosh, I never wake up early enough. We're here. You made it. Yay, you made it. So did you guys see, Ken, I think you were the one that told me this. I think you're the one that told me about, they've got a lockdown. Was it Taiwan? No. I don't think it was Taiwan. Anyway, there's a lockdown, a mandatory lockdown, and like the people are starving, like they don't have food. And you guys, this is, look, you know, there are a lot of people out there that prep because they're like doomsday preppers. I don't prep necessarily because of doomsday, okay? I prep because there was a time when my husband lost his job and then he was diagnosed with cancer and we were struggling like really bad. And I don't ever, Shanghai, that's it, Ken. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Those poor people are on lockdown and they're like starving. I mean, that just kills me, you know? And so anyway, so while my husband was laid off and sick, you know, I basically said, like, I will do whatever I need to do if you just make sure that he gets through this. You know, I prayed, you guys. I prayed. And when he was doing better, that's when I got into working at the food pantry. I had made a promise that I would give back, you know, and because of that, like, I've met the most amazing people. But anyway, so because of that period in our lives, I told myself, like, I'm not going to go back there to where we don't have food, okay? And I always joke, I got enough fat on my body, I could live 6 months easily without food. But my son can't. His girlfriend can't. Her daughter can't. My husband can't, you know? So, I mean, I prep because of that. And now I'm looking at how expensive groceries are today as opposed to 3 months ago, you know? And I'm like, thank goodness I bought all that meat and put it in my freezer, you know? And I have 2 small freezers. They're like 9 cubic foot or something. I mean, they're small. They're decent size. I got 2 of them. But I was just looking in there the other day and I'm like, shit, you know, I still have, you know, plenty of meat in there, but I'm running out of like beef, I'm running out of ground beef, you know, there's specific things that I'm running out of that I'm like, I need to go buy those. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to pay like $600 a pound, you know? But I mean, that's why, you know, I was able to get roasting chickens on sale for 79 cents a pound. You guys, that's so freaking cheap. I mean, I was like, what? So I bought 4 of them suckers, right? I canned chicken the other day. Excuse me, but that's, you know, I'm prepping. In my mind, prepping means being prepared. And that's why I do it. That's why I'm canning. That's why I'm starting a big garden. That's, you know what I mean? Like, it's not because of the end of time coming, which it's going to happen, people, but and I definitely still have that feeling that something bad's coming and something huge is coming, and I don't know what the hell it is. So my thought process is, okay, whatever this is, I need to make sure that we have enough food and water. We need to have enough medication, whether it be Tylenol or, prescriptions, whatever. We need to have enough of everything that if the world, goes on lockdown tomorrow, that we're okay, So that's why I do it. All right, you guys, let me get caught up here. I'm sitting here blabbering. Okay, let's see. Millions of them, they're screaming well. Oh, it's so sad, Ken. That just like kills me. And it goes back to, here's the other thing I wanted to add. I had so many amazing families that came to the food pantry. Different walks of life. I had a pastor and his wife who had lost their church and they were struggling and they couldn't feed their kids. I had a man and his wife and their 3 grown kids who were married and had kids all lost their jobs around the same time. So they all moved back in with the mom and dad. Okay. And so he's like, feeding like 14 people 3 times a day. You know what I mean? And so those situations, I was constantly given extra food under the table to where nobody else saw. I gave so much money to people because, I can't even imagine in today's day and age, nobody should starve. You know what I mean? It hits my heart, you guys. I know what it's like to be poor. My parents gave us everything we needed, but we weren't rich by any means. We were poor, Yeah. Hold on, you guys. Let me get caught up really quick. I completely understand how you feel. My husband lost his large farming business when the economy tanked. We lived on selling scrap metal from old farm equipment for 3 years until he found a job. Yep, see, Beth, you've been there. It's so effing depressed. I'm so effing depressed. I can barely do anything. I can't live here with him anymore. I hate him. Every day he does some bullshit thing to me, calling in the middle of the night over nothing. Lori, I'm so sorry, honey. I'm going to pray so hard for you tonight. I'm going to pray so hard for you. Ken, yes, I saw the videos and had no notice. So sad. You guys, I couldn't watch it. England is prepping for another bad outbreak again, too. They're talking about one here. Yeah. It said like we're on high alert in Maryland, D.C., and Virginia. I'm prepped too. Good job, Cynthia. Oh, wow. I mean, yeah, food supplies are low here in Perth too, and food is really expensive at the moment. It is. It's horrible. That's why, you know what, you guys, listen. I am not kidding you when I say I have, hold on. I have 6 grocery store apps on my phone, not including Walmart. Okay, so really 7 or 8. And I literally make the time, because I'm like, screw this is important. I make the time and I do my grocery shopping according to what's on sale where. And does it take a couple of bucks in gas? Yeah, but it's a couple of bucks. You know what I mean? Because we live in such a big metropolis and there are so many grocery stores. There's so many different grocery stores. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's what I do. I write down, I go through my list and I'm like, okay, this week, this is on sale at this store. This is on, and when I catch a really good sale, I bring it home, I put it in the freezer, and I can it eventually, or whatever, Yeah, it pisses me off. It pisses me off to know that people are starving in this day and age. Like, it's so frustrating to me. I can't tell you how frustrating it is. I had put something on, I belong to this thing called Neighborhoods, and I had put something on there in the wintertime, like, look, it only costs $1 to go to the McDonald's and buy a coffee for a homeless person. So, because they were like, oh, they're out here panhandling. And I'm like, look, it's not about what they do with the money, okay? If they're out there panhandling and they're multimillionaires, that's not on you, okay? But if you go and take one of them a cup of coffee or hand them a buck, then you did a good thing. And whatever they choose to do with that money is whatever they choose to freaking do with the money. You know what I mean? So all these people came down on me, and I let them have it. I said, you know what? Listen, let me tell you something. You've obviously never seen people that are hungry, because you know what? On a weekly basis, I see people that are hungry at the food pantry. If you got all this time on your hands to come on here and run your mouth against me, then why don't you come to the food pantry and I'll put your ass to work, right? I mean, that's straight up. Sorry. I get really passionate about a few things in life, and that's one of them. And it's like, you know, it's $1. If you go to Starbucks every day, you know, when you go to Starbucks, if you've got the money, grab an extra coffee, right? Grab an extra coffee. If you go to McDonald's, grab an extra coffee. Grab a bottle of water. Hell, at Starbucks, you can order your drink and then ask for a cup of water. And then when you see a homeless person, hand it to them. You know what I mean? Like, the majority of the people that are homeless are legit homeless people. They're not panhandlers that are multimillionaires, the majority of them. And it means a lot to people for you to acknowledge them as a human being. You know, it doesn't take 2 seconds to say, hey, how you doing? Hey, I thought about you. Here you go. God bless you, or have a great day, or whatever. You know what I mean? It just, yeah. England is prepping for another. You guys, I think, am I doing this right? Where the hell am I at? I don't know where I am, you guys. Hold on. Turn the furnace up to 74 at midnight when I'm sleeping. He knows the heat makes me sick. He expects me. Ah, that's such bullshit, Lori. I'm so sorry. Someone had let their corgi out and the bastard was seen beating it to death with a spade. Oh my God, I would kill that person. Trust me. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I don't mean to get off on tangents. I can't leave the cats. I have 6 + 3. Just got left by their mom and can only touch one kitty. I put food out for stray cats, rabbits, birds, and oh, Lori, I'm so sorry you're going through this crap. A friend lives in Minnesota and she can't find formula wipes and diapers. You know what? That was the biggest thing that the homeless population would ask for: baby wipes, diapers, and formula. So when people would come and say, hey, how can I help? I'd say, you can give me cash, or you can give me baby wipes, diapers, formula, and then I would give them a list of the other foods, you know? I can't even imagine. I can't even freaking imagine, because I went into one store last week and I cut through the baby section to get somewhere, and I noticed that, you know, the diaper section used to be like massive, right? Their diaper section was down to like nothing, and there literally was maybe 15 containers of diapers, if that. You know what I mean? That's just... Thanks, Kim. I'm in hell with my daddy. He abused me as a child in every way he could. Can't leave. He says we'll call the cops for a ban. Ugh. There were no warning that was going to happen. I just showed what was happening to Shanghai, and the camera turned to someone. Oh my God. Excuse me. I left a beautiful donut thing for a homeless guy that was asleep. His pal came along and slammed his bag right on top of the donut. We laughed like, ugh. Lori, call the police or an attorney and see what your options are. Definitely, Lori. That's good advice, for sure. It's your show. You can go on any tangent you want. Thanks, 10-9. Tell him to leave, Lori. Tell him he has no power over you anymore. You matter. That's right. Everything's so expensive now. It's horrible, isn't it? Kim, I don't have enough money to pay to get our main line plumbed. I can't afford a lawyer. Ugh. There's got to be something. Isn't that the tipping point for our country, that no baby food items and formula are locked in cabinets, right? It's ridiculous. Other farming friends left fresh vegetables at our door so we wouldn't starve. Family farms are going under here daily because of huge corporate farms. We live in a small farming community. Oh my God, that's so sad. Can't find Turkey Hill vanilla. iced coffee or Welch's grape juice in the carton for weeks. Really? Wow. Yeah, there's certain things like, where did I go today? I went to the store to return his headphones, and then I had to buy like 2 separate things, and so I was running up and down trying to find what I was looking for, and it's just like big, huge chunks of stuff missing. And there was like this one huge refrigerator section that used to have like 30 different types of meat in it or something. They had like, it was like some boxed crackers or something, right? So like I actually reached in to touch to see if it was still cold, and it wasn't. So they even turned off like the refrigeration system and put crackers in there. I'm like, what? I mean, it's ridiculous, like what's missing on the shelves. It's insane.
Did you
What's wrong?
Did you share the girl at Walmart?
Yeah, I talked about that earlier. Hello. Every single thing has gone up in price. Absolutely. Yep. He's 92. He tends to be worse off than what he is. He'll go to the extreme of throwing a tantrum. Wow. Yeah, those beans that you canned would make delicious bean soup. If you don't follow Victoria on Instagram, you should. She posts a lot of great things. Thanks, Candy. Yeah, I've got like, I need to can some more beans. I need to can some black beans. I love black beans. Has anybody ever eaten Roman beans? I got a great deal on Roman beans, but I don't know. They don't taste like pinto beans. Like, I don't know how to season them to make them taste really good. They're okay, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know Roman beans. Oh, Beth, no, I hate that. What a beautiful community you live in. Yeah, no doubt. That's so sad. My great-grandfather owned a huge farm, and I grew up, you know, getting on the tractors with him, and then there came a time when he was like, okay, you know, you're like 10, you can do a tractor by yourself now, so I want you to get out there and do that field all over there, and I'm going to watch you, and then I'll tell you if you're okay or not. And so I would go out and do that, and I loved it. I had so much fun. But I mean, I remember there were years that he did amazing, you know, and then there were years that it was horrible for them. Like, they just struggled so much, you know, and they weren't, I mean, their house was like falling apart, you know, they had this big, massive piece of land, but, excuse me, the house was like a shack. It was like falling over, literally, excuse me, but they could never seem to get ahead, you know what I mean? Like, they would get by, but they could never get ahead. And yeah, the struggle's real. I have 2 uncles that are still farming. That is a good idea, Cynthia. I've never heard of Roman beans either. So I made them. I soaked them overnight, and I made some, you know. And I cooked them the way I cook pinto beans, and I thought they would be good. Or northern beans or navy beans, and they were okay, but they weren't anything special. I just had a hole in my eye repaired by laser on Thursday. I've been throwing it nearly every day since November 5th. Have such a mess to clean. I had to cancel Epcor until Monday. Oh no! Lori, I'm so sorry. My sister-in-law's friend has like gone blind. And they're trying to figure out why. And she's gotten back some of her eyesight, I think. But I've been there. Like, when I went blind, that was scary. It was scary. You know, I mean, I learned to adapt and I got through it. But it was very scary. Like, I have nothing but the utmost respect for blind people because, yeah, it's hard. There was a really good movie in the 80s. I never forgot as a kid. Jessica Lange was in it. They were fighting for their farm. Which movie is that? Something I don't know what to do. I know, right? Yeah, social services should be able to help you. I mean, so I know, like, I'm trying to think. What am I trying to say? I'm like, ugh, my head's all over the place, but I'm trying to think. They're like, just like elderly people have rights. In Virginia and Maryland, they have organizations that you can specifically contact them, and they're about, you know, if an elderly person's being abused, or in your case, where there's a problem with an elderly person, that they'll step in and help. I know it's through social services. It's like, I think it's called like the Department of the Aging or something. It's got like a weird name. You should look into it. You should definitely look into it, because I mean, that's what they do. You know, they deal with elderly people all day, every day. You know what I mean? And I'm sure they've heard of people acting like assholes like your dad's doing, you know? Thank you for using your gift to prepare us all. Oh, thanks, 10-9. I try, but you know. I have so many troubles, and I've never had good luck with social services. I just know it's a nightmare. But at least reach out, Lori, because you might find somebody this time. You know what I mean? My farmer friend gave me 2 cabbages. Cabbage soup it is. There you go. There you go. I love cabbage. I could probably live off that stuff. My stomach doesn't like it. It makes me sick to my stomach. But it's good stuff. It was called Country in 1984. Just looked it up. Oh! I don't think I've ever seen that. Have I? I don't think I've seen that. We have churches that help. Go to a church. Yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, I know in our area there's a lot of churches that you can reach out to that'll help. You may want to try that. That's a good idea, Darlene. The thing is, he lies constantly. He will lie to anyone about how things are. I will try to find someone or something to help me. I love cabbage too. You never know. You know? You might find the right person this time. I mean, hamburger cabbage is the best. What is that? What is that? You know what I made the other day, last weekend? It was basically like unstuffed pepper casserole. Oh my God, you guys, it was so good. So good. All those different colored peppers. And It's really good. Here goes my phone going crazy. It can't hurt, at least I hope not. No, hopefully not. And I mean, that's the thing, like, I'm sure they've run into somebody like him before. You know what I mean? Like, y'all, why do I get this stuff about the freaking Kardashians on my damn phone? I don't care about the Kardashians. I don't care what they're doing. I feel like the Kardashians have, like, totally screwed life up for so many young women. You know what I mean? Because now they all think they have to have a little teeny waist, and they need to get their fat sucked out of their gut and put in their butt. And you know what I mean? Like, the Kardashians, they're like the biggest ones responsible for all that crap. It's so frustrating. They will at least get you some food. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. We have, I mean, if you look it up, there's like so many places that can help you, you know? I'm sure there are a lot of places in your area that would help, for sure. Even, like she said, even if just for food, you know? Guys, I have to go. It's nearly 10 a.m. here, and I've got Easter shopping to do. Stay safe and have a wonderful Easter, everyone. Have a good one again, Mr. B. Bye, Shannon. Happy Easter, honey. You know what, y'all? I'm going to jump off here, too. It's 9 o'clock. I'm going to get off and chill for a while with my hubby. Yeah. So I hope everybody has a blessed Easter. I hope it's amazing for everyone. Bye, Shannon. Thanks for your concern, love. I'll let you know how it goes. Yes, please do, Lori. Let us know how it goes for sure, honey. There's got to be somebody that can help you, you know? Food costs will get you behind on bills when you care for elderly and child. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It's one less thing you have to worry about. If, you know, if you can get food for free, get it while you can. You know? I agree. Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah, Renee, I've had that before. Girl, that's some good stuff, isn't it? I've had that before, yeah. All right, Ken, Breezy, Kim, Cynthia, Renee, Darlene, Lori, Shannon. Who else? Let's see. I know I'm missing so many people. Pat, 10-9. Who else am I missing? Who else am I missing? Everybody have an amazing week. Have an amazing Easter. And that about does it for me. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.